Right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another episode of the Destroy the Stumps podcast. Well, the 2025 NRL Telstra Premiership regular season has been wrapped up. We know who are going to be in the finals. We finally know. It was a bit tense until the final couple of weeks. Then we kind of had a bit of a picture who we're going to make it.
Yep.
I think before this round kind of was
a
bit clear.
Locked in, yeah.
But yeah, it was tense and wasn't like 100% certain, I reckon, until this week, really.
Been a good chase.
But it's been very, very, very interesting. Even some teams like the Tigers had a marginal chance at one stage, which was which made the competition really interesting to watch.
It's been a great competition.
Been a very good year in terms of like results and that. It's been interesting. Anyone can win on their day.
For sure.
There's been some upsets. And some teams that were struggling, they're looking good for the future, I reckon.
For sure.
Some teams, well, there's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of question marks, certain teams. And we had a sacking as well, and another guy's not going to be coach next year.
Yep.
And
it's been a season full of drama, for sure.
Like always, there's always something happening in the big season.
Never faults, NRL. Never faults.
Never
fails to entertain.
Never fail.
And I feel like there's a few more twists coming up in these last 4 weeks.
Yeah, just please tell Reece Walsh to stay away from the toilet. Yeah.
When he's drinking, he's playing good.
He's playing great, but I don't understand that. That is, why did he have to say that? Such a good player, but why did he have to say that? I don't know. Interesting, but it is what it is. Yeah, he's done well since that injury. He's come back really well.
Yeah, he's been great.
Yeah, and the Broncos looking good.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, what do we say? Round 27, we'll get the matches out.
Yep.
So first game was, I think it was Storm and Broncos.
Correct. Thursday night, yeah. Yeah,
Storm, a few injury issues, unfortunately. Jerome Hughes is out for the season.
Broken wrist.
Yeah, he had injury issues.
Way
Yeah, he had injury issues before as well. Papenhuyzen unfortunately injured. You really feel for the guy. He's had some really bad luck with his injuries. Nelson Asafa Solomon out.
Suspended, yeah.
Suspended.
Tui Kamakimita also looking unlikely to play next week. It's a big loss for their forward pack.
With Nelson, you can't expect him one day or another that he might get suspended.
Sean Blue will come back in and Jack Howard will come back in for Melbourne, which is good.
That's huge. That's really good.
I think you got Jonah Pezzett and Fa'alago who's there to cover for Paps and Hughes. But yeah, there was a lot of questions on why Melbourne needed to play a full-strength squad, considering they already had second spot locked up and they weren't going to go up or down either way, whether win or loss. And yeah, it seems like it's backfired on them.
Yeah, it's they're looking vulnerable.
It's not good. Jerome Hughes I can't see them winning a premiership without Jerome Hughes. You're talking about 2024 Dally M player, a huge piece to Melbourne's success.
100%.
And I think he had a quiet start to the year, but he's definitely been in great form in the back end of the year. Before he had the injury, the shoulder injury, and now this, it's really bad. I think Melbourne are looking. It's going to be a big uphill task for them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They made the finals once again, they normally do.
Top two, it's crazy.
But it's just, it's not going to be an easy game next week at all. If they had their full strength squad, I reckon they would have probably done it with ease over the Bulldogs. Nah.
It's opened the gates for sure.
It's definitely, I reckon the Bulldogs will see something there. But
Harry Grant will be back as well from suspension, so you got that as a positive. There's pluses there, but it's just... It's
losing
not
Jerome
ideal.
Hughes and
Papenhuyzen, Nelson and Tui.
That can be a huge one. But in the last 2 weeks, their performances haven't been the greatest against the Roosters and the Broncos. So, yeah, look, if anyone can turn around, it is Craig Bellamy. He knows how to bring the best out of his players. So,
that's true.
Yeah.
And it's finals, right? Teams like Melbourne and Penrith, they know how to switch it on in the finals. They know how to go that extra gear. So
yeah, and they've got that experience.
Exactly. They're exactly. Experience is a big counter as well. And whether or not they have Hughes, a week one finals, Melbourne is still a tough place to go. So it's going to be an interesting game next week. But I'd still count on Melbourne winning that.
Yeah, I reckon that it would be close though.
It will be close.
Yeah, and just with that one, yeah, the Broncos getting a good win, securing the top 4 place, especially considering how they were at one stage early in the season.
Oh, they were looking really bad. They looked like they were gonna, miss out on the 8 convincingly. But yeah, they've come in, they've charged back into the top 4.
Michael Maguire's done a really good job.
Really good job. I think you got to commend him, right? Because I think it was around 2021 when he lost Reynolds and Ezra, and they were fringing on like the top 6, top 7, right? And then you saw those two go down, big players, and you thought Broncos were gonna fall apart. But they've picked themselves up and they've gone really, really well in these last few weeks. Billy Walters has been great. Ben Hunt's been awesome for them. Payne Haas, amazing. Carrigan, amazing. Like they are storming home.
Absolutely.
Great stuff from the Bronx.
And they play the Raiders
on the Sunday.
That's going to be a very good game at Canberra.
That's going to be amazing.
Really interesting game. Raiders today lost pretty heavily. We'll get to that in a bit. But, Broncos, very good signs heading into the finals. Melbourne, I reckon they can switch it around. But, there's some vulnerabilities there after the last 2 weeks. They got Will Warbrick back in recent weeks after he was out for a long time.
He's been quiet, but he'll find his feet soon.
Yeah, he was out for a bit with a pretty big injury.
He was. I don't think he played a game in the season before he's come back in the last few weeks.
Yeah, but when he's on song, he's gone.
He is. Yeah, big year last year.
Yeah, let's see what he does. Well, then the next game. What was the next game?
Manly beating Warriors.
Yeah, so Daly Chervin's going off on a positive note. He got the winning field goal. Very ordinary start to the game. I have not seen anything like that in my life. That is so weird.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Kickoff, Daly Chervin's misreading the kickoff, letting the ball bounce. Jason Saab knocking it on, unfortunately, and then the ball just pops up for Fisher Harris. He grabs it, puts it down, and
within 10 seconds of the game starting, I walked into the stadium. I was about to leave. I was about to catch the bus home.
There you go. And people were probably just getting their drinks and stuff, and they're like, "What the hell?"
It was a sellout crowd as well. We imagine seeing that on the last game. It was but we got the job done.
Exactly, and that's it. It was a very sloppy game.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh, both teams. I reckon Manly could have put on more points, to be honest.
For sure. I mean, we looked really. I think we looked on song in the first half. We pulled about 3 tries in about 15 minutes. We looked really good, and then I don't know what happened. We just wanted to let you guys back in. So, and we had so many errors. I mean, I think there was some shots of Siebes in the coach's box near the end of the game.
Yeah, he was losing it.
He was losing it at Jazz. Jazz played like he just didn't care. Jazz played exactly like you would play in your last ever footy game, NRL game, because he did not care, which is fair enough, but you do still want to go out as a winner. But Siebes was not happy.
So many both teams, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just really sloppy game.
I was happy with the win.
Great way for Cherry Evans to retire.
It was very poetic as well. He had the 40-20 in the first half, and then the field goal, which essentially won us the match. So that's DCE. That's vintage DCE for you against Warriors. Playing for Manly.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe a sign of the future. Maybe passing the guard with young Jerry Walsh.
Yeah.
Only 19 years of age.
19 years old. Yeah.
He was a prodigy in under 18 schoolboys for rugby union for Australia. I think he was the number 1 ranked. He was really highly rated. But he said he's a union, a league boy at heart. Apparently, they were saying on commentary. I think he's a local in Manly.
He is.
Yeah, and the crowd were really just behind him.
So loud. It's funny because it's not really funny, but Aaron Schopp gets injured and it looked like a suspected ACL injury, and then everyone just starts cheering while poor Aaron Schopp is on the floor. Whereas because Joey Walsh was about to sub in.
I don't know how many injuries there were in that game. There were quite a few.
There were, I think, we had Aaron Schopp injured, and then we had
Tommy
Talau broke his thumb. Clayton got HIA, and then the Warriors had a few players.
It's just
it was a weird game, man. It felt like a game where both teams were playing like they're going to Bali next week, but
it was just
obviously Warriors are playing in the finals next week.
Yeah, and Warriors. But look, for Manly, you've got young Joey Walsh coming in. That's a good sign for the future. You got Jamal Fogarty next year.
Big, yeah.
But like it was a season for Manly, I reckon, where you look back, maybe some of the results that were close. One game, I reckon, was the Knights game that they lost where they were leading by a good margin, and then Knights pulled off that comeback.
Yeah.
And then a couple of tight losses here and there as well. If they won those games, it doesn't matter by how much margin was. If you won them, you got the points, you would have been through.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think it was just, yeah, it is really, really frustrating, very underwhelming season. I think the makings were there for us to do well, especially with how we did last year. And then look, I know we had a few injuries, Paseka early, Hamole, and yeah, Tom in and out. I can't be asked always excusing everything to injuries, right? Like, this is a team that's been there with the same core for the last few years, and it's just always been up and down. There's no consistency because at our best, we beat Melbourne, we beat Raiders, we beat Broncos, we beat all these top 8 teams. But then, like you said,
I think you beat the Panthers as well.
We beat Penrith, but then we drop points against teams like Knights and Titans and Tigers, and it's just at our best we look like a team that can contend, and then at our worst we look diabolical.
Definitely a lot of work to be done in the off season, I reckon.
A lot of consistency issues, but it's been like that for the last few years, and that's the most frustrating part.
Absolutely, but like maybe next year, I reckon they could make the 8. I think things.
You'd hope so.
If not, I reckon there's pressure on Seabold.
Oh, I mean, a lot of people are already talking about him getting sacked this year, and I know it's harsh, but I mean, look at the roster he has. You gotta make results, and even in a comp like this where it's been so open, and in my opinion, a much weaker comp. But when I say weak, I mean like more open, right? Because in the last few years, by this time you knew Penrith and Melbourne were going to make it, or Penrith and Broncos were going to make it, right? But now you legitimately don't know who can win it. Like, Raiders could win it, or sitting at 8th, Roosters can win it. Genuinely, Roosters are still a chance.
100%.
So in a comp like this, you'd expect us to be able to qualify and do something, but we haven't, and it's really, really underwhelming, and Siebes should bear the brunt of that.
100%.
Yeah.
I like definitely look, see what happens next year, I guess, for Manly, but good way to end the year.
For the
Sloppy game. For the Warriors, though, oh man, you really think since the injury of Metcalf, like Mitch Barnett was a big loss anyway, but Metcalf with the form he was in, they haven't really, like it just hasn't clicked. Yeah. Since that game where Lecker pulled off that amazing try, they've only won 2 games. They've lost quite a few games. They've lost a few tight ones, but just errors. Their attack isn't really that. I think they're like 11th or something with the attack or something in the comp.
Yeah.
That's a concern. They're not able to they make a lot of errors. Discipline's an issue. It's just
lack a bit of creativity.
Lack a bit of creativity in attack.
With attack and
just errors, and also the one weakness that teams seem to be exploiting. We talked about it before numerous times. It's just such an obvious weakness with Dallin Watene-Zelezniak's side and whoever partners him in the centre. It's just an obvious weakness that teams target. Manly did it in this game as well. It's just such an obvious weakness, and
it's just he just jams in for whatever reason, and you're able to create overlaps nearly every single time you go there. So,
and it's just and with a team like Penrith, because Warriors going to be playing Penrith at Gomez Stadium, it's going to be a full crowd. We're going to be back in the home team, but like a full strength Penrith team who had a week off as well last week against the Bulldogs. It's just it's going to be a tough task for the Warriors, but they've really got to get a few things looked at before the final.
I think the best thing about it is you're going to the finals. Both teams are sudden death, so it's not just you guys. It's also Penrith that are sudden death. So it's a fresh slate, and the best thing is that you got that home ground advantage. They have to travel from Sydney to Auckland just for this game, right?
Yep.
So it's like you guys have that massive advantage. It's a clear season now. It's a whole new ball game with finals. So that is an advantage for Warriors to put whatever's been going on the last few weeks aside. But a lot needs to change. A lot of vulnerabilities in their game.
It's
right
just and some guys have to step up.
Yeah,
especially the guys and the backs have to really step up. But yeah,
And look, Webby's a great coach as well. I
Webby's
really
done
like
well.
Webster, yeah.
I mean, to get a team like the Warriors who were struggling even make the finals, 2 seasons out of 3 seasons to get the since he's become coach. That's
He's done
something.
great. He's done great.
Not many coaches have had that success with the Warriors. Ivan Cleary, who's now the Penrith coach, he was probably the best Warriors coach we had after Daniel Anderson.
And I think we mentioned this in 2023 as well when Warriors are flying, but they've kind of adopted that kind of Penrith style where you build from the foundations, and that's why New South Wales Cup is doing really well. Right?
The New South Wales Cup was minor premiers. They went on an unbeaten streak. Plenty of talented players.
Yeah, in the juniors,
other teams are targeting some of the juniors. Tobias Crosby, who is an absolute talent. Penrith sounds like they're going to sign him. That's a huge buy for Penrith. I reckon that kid is going to be special. And but the future looks good for the Warriors. I reckon the young guys, the talented guys, are coming through.
Yeah,
it's just now I think the key for them is to make finals footy consistently.
Yeah.
Which is something they want to pride themselves on.
Constant above average seasons is what you want. Just staying relevant in the finals mix, And you look at a team like us, like Manly, who just keep going in and out and failing to have any kind of consistency. So it's really good when you see that Waz have made it 2 out of the last 3 seasons.
Exactly, and we haven't had that much success in our time. So he's done a good job with the Warriors. Yes. And I think, to be honest, this season I didn't see the Warriors finishing. I mean, I was hopeful they'd finish first or something. I mean, every fan has that. Every fan has that for their team, but being realistic, I don't think the Warriors had it. I didn't think the Warriors were going to finish in the top 8.
Yeah,
they were in the top 4 for the most part of the season.
Yeah,
just slipped off now they're at number 6, but it is what it is.
And I know it's a big if, but what if Metcalf stayed healthy? Where would you guys have not only finished, but would you guys have been a real threat going into this finals? So I know it's a big if. You can say, what if this player was healthy? And what I know you could say that, but Metcalf was a huge loss for Melbourne Warriors'
huge
success. I mean, he looked like he was going to win the Dally M by a canter. So it is tough, but now they got to deal with what they have, and it's going to be an interesting game next week.
Yeah, I reckon go out of the box. Jet Cleary makes his debut for the Warriors. Brother versus brother. And father as well.
Father, man.
So Jet Cleary versus Nathan Cleary and Ivan Cleary. Bring it on. Wow. Nah, I wouldn't mind that, but hey. And Jet Cleary's a Kiwi, so
he is.
He's born in New Zealand.
New Zealand citizenship.
New Zealand and Australia. Oh man. Nah. Maybe one day, but not now. Then the next game, I think it was Roosters and Rabbits. Yeah, tough season for the Rabbits. Injuries and that, and it just didn't work for them. Roosters looking really, really good heading into the finals.
Right.
They're priding themselves on the defense as well, and then their attack has been excellent. Mark Nawani Tawasi, wow, what a player.
He is great to watch. He's a box office footy.
Pure entertainment. Sam Walker.
He's been great.
Sandon Smith. What do you call it? Hugo Savala. They've Tedesco's really found that form.
I mean, he's going to win the Dally M in a blowout. I don't think anyone will come close because he's been fantastic. He's just brought into this second prime right now, Tedesco. He's been amazing.
He's just making plays.
Yeah.
Try saving tackles.
He's great.
He's just found his form.
And I think Sam Walker came at the most timely situation because Roosters were doing pretty well and they were getting there, and then Sam Walker just comes in and they go on another level and they go on a run. So he's been great. I love watching Sam Walker play as well. He's a great player.
Nafahu White,
amazing. Siwa Wong. They got some absolute talents in that squad,
Robert
Toya's been great. And bro, we're looking at a team that they got smashed in the first round. They got 50 put on them in the first round, and then look at them now. Everyone was like, "Oh, they're gonna go through a rebuild phase." They're looking like, I know they're 8th, but imagine they somehow they can make a prelim. I'd have them in the prelims if they can.
It'd be interesting if they do. But if I reckon the Roosters fans should be proud of their team from
For
where they
sure,
started, and the future 100% looks bright. I reckon next year definitely, like they're going to be contenders this year as well.
Yeah.
But I reckon next year, 100% they're like contenders.
Yeah,
they
agree.
are absolutely. I don't think they need to sign Delhi Chervins. They don't need to. They've got their halves are perfect.
Yeah,
they've got depth there, and
it just wouldn't make sense, man. It'd be such a backwards move with how the young halves are progressing as well.
Exactly.
And Cherryon's he hasn't had a great year as well. Like he looked mentally checked out. That could just be a Manly thing, but like, do you really want to put your just 1 or 2 years to an old man when you got 2 youngsters who are playing better than him? Like they've had a better season than him, so it doesn't make sense.
Exactly. And look, Chad Townsend, who was a part of the Roosters setup, he retired.
Yeah.
And you could say the Roosters kind of things. Like maybe Chad Townsend saw it himself. Like he just said, maybe give these young guys, let these young guys play. I've had my time, and yeah, it's worked out for the Roosters.
And I think that signing of Chad Townsend was supposed to be kind of like a mentorship type role, right? Like he wasn't gonna be a regular starter there, but I know he was gutted when he got dropped, but he also needed to pass down knowledge. Like, he's been playing for a while, so he needed to pass down knowledge to Sam Walker and Savala and Smith, and so let them get the baton, changing the guard. Let them do it.
100%.
Yeah,
but like
they have Reece Robson coming in next year as well.
Yeah, Roosters definitely looking good next year, and also Rabbits, unfortunately, really rough season for them.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
They just couldn't deal with the injuries, unfortunately.
It's crazy that there's a Wayne Bennett coach team that have finished in the bottom 4.
Yeah, just not been their year.
Yeah.
Look, hopefully, one thing the Rabbits fans will be hoping is that they can actually have players who don't get injured.
Yeah.
Or like just don't have any injuries.
They just had a horror right now, yeah.
They just didn't deal with the injuries, unfortunately. Some teams can, unfortunately, a lot of teams can't.
Yeah, I mean when you're getting a player injured nearly every game, I don't think any team can really compete with it. So it's really tough on them, but yeah, something they really need to fix for the future because
had 50 points put on them a couple of times as well.
Yeah. They do have a good roster, the Raptors. I do think fully fit they do have a decent roster. Some good names in the outside backs and the middles, but yeah, injuries just killed him at the end of the day.
100%, yeah. And also just the next game, I think it was a Saturday game.
Dragons Penrith.
Yep. Dragons, well, up and down, and then mainly down. Pressure on Shane Flanagan, I reckon.
For sure, yeah.
I reckon there's got to be pressure on Flanagan. Dragons are now like, I don't know what it is, that they look like a retirement club now.
Yeah.
You do not want to be that.
They've been like that, yeah.
For the last couple of years, it's just like a retirement club. No disrespect to any of the players.
They've been trying to go for like a Moneyball approach where they just sign these older players and then they try and unlock another prime for them, but it just hasn't worked.
It's just no. And
I mean, Gutto's been okay, I guess, this year. Nothing
probably one of their better players, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. Holmes, I think, hasn't been like he hasn't really.
He got injured, then
missed
the rest of the season. But
so I don't know.
I don't know. Damien Cook, I don't know much what's going on with him.
He was okay, I guess. Like, they try to go for that kind of approach and hasn't really paid off, to be honest.
It's just, I don't know with the Dragons. It can be better. They have a big history in the game. But, gee, yeah, pressure's on Flanagan, honestly.
Yeah.
If they don't do too well next year, like midway through the season, they're not doing that well, then you reckon he could get sacked?
Oh, for sure. I mean, the sad thing is that I did feel like there were improvements being made, especially last year. I thought there was some foundations being built, but then, yeah, you're right. I mean, like, if they go through another year of just
not reaching the finals,
or just not showing any signs of improvement, they'd have to go for someone else. But yeah, it's been weird for the Dragons. They've never. I don't remember the last time they really contended for a premiership since like.
I don't know when the last time they reached the finals.
Been a while. It would have been a while. I don't know. Have they made it in the 2020s? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I don't really remember.
It's just.
Yeah, I don't think they made it in the 2020s.
It's just. Yeah, definitely. Maybe a potential rebuild or something again, or a clean out or something.
And even if they have made it in the 2020s, they didn't go that deep. So
yes.
Yeah, very odd, very odd.
Very odd from the Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Penrith, good hit out before the finals.
Yeah.
And they did well considering they were at the bottom of the table for a bit in the early part of the season. Had a really good couple of matches strung together, won a couple of matches consecutively.
Yep.
And they're in the finals. Yep. They're a threat.
They look good, man. They look really good. I mean,
they've done well without all those those players leaving as well.
I mean, what a tough few weeks they had. I mean, last week against the Dogs, they played their reserve grade side, and I think they did all right. But then the 2 weeks before, losing in Golden Point to Raiders in emphatic fashion, and losing to Melbourne in Golden Point. So 2 tough losses to take, but it shows that they're right up in the mix, right?
100%.
But yeah, I think they look great. They didn't get any injuries out of that game as well. So
100%, and also I think those 2 losses will make those players better for the
for sure.
Especially the young guys.
They're regular season matches anyways, and I think with Penrith,
they might lose those games in the regular season, but if that same situation happens in the finals, they know how to win it.
They're a different side. I mean, I think I've said this before on the podcast, but I really have been invested in Penrith's dynasty. I mean, I used to hate it at the start because I was like, they haven't really won anything, but they're doing so well. I mean, they haven't won anything, but their fans are so chirpy. But then they started winning things, and you're like, you know what? Maybe it's a one-off. But then they won back-to-back, and then a 3-peat and 4, and then you just gotta sit there and just like appreciate greatness and what they've done, and seeing what they've done, right? And watching some of these documentaries they've released and whatnot. When it comes to the finals, they have a different mindset. They just lock into a different, whole new ball game. They have a theme, and they center around that theme. And I think what the best thing about this for them is, it's a whole new challenge. They're going to try and win the grand final from outside the top 4. That's never been done since 1995 with the Bulldogs. So in the NRL era, it's never been done. So this is a whole new challenge to what they've done in the last 4 years.
If they do it, then man.
And look, who says they can't? I mean, if there was ever a year where they could, it's this year, because it's wide open, this comp. And I think that's what's going to be a real danger factor for the other clubs. That Penrith have a different motive this year and a different motivation, because
every game will be a knockout for them.
It's sudden death for them every single game. They're not a top 4 team like they were in the last 4 or 5 years when they've made it to grand finals and won it. So I think it's going to be a great little journey.
Yeah, and maybe the dynasty ends in the finals, but it's a good way to end it.
Yeah, I'm so glad that they managed to claw their way back into the finals, because I was thinking of it like a team that's won 4 premierships in a row, played in 5 grand finals, are gonna miss out on the 8. That doesn't make sense, right? So
the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
I mean,
that went bad, didn't it?
Yeah. So I didn't really like that storyline for them, especially when they were at a position where they looked like they were gonna maybe win the wooden spoon, which was fucking crazy. Yeah. So the fact that they've clawed their way back, they look like a genuine contending side. I think I'm very excited to see how they go, and if they go out on their shield, then it's going to be a formidable way.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then just on to the next game there on a Saturday.
That was Tigers-Titans.
Yeah, well, I mean, Titans just about avoided the spoon.
Yep.
Des Hasler got sacked early in the week, and then Josh Hannay is confirmed to be the coach for the Titans.
Great coaching signing.
I reckon it's a good sign. Yeah. Billy Slater, Queensland Maroons coach, rates him highly. Josh Hannay used to play fullback or something, I think it was, for the North Queensland Cowboys. He was a solid player, played Origin as well.
I think he did some coaching at the Sharks as well, some interim coaching, I think, and he did pretty well.
So he's done his fair due. Kind of like Craig Fitzgibbon. He's done his work. I
think he'd be the hottest coach in the market, like how Ciraldo was and Webster was at that time. I think he is that right now. He's the hottest coach in the market. So it's a great signing by the Titans.
It's going to be a big challenge for him though.
Definitely.
Changing things in that team.
Yeah.
But look, good way to end the season for the Titans.
For Foz as well, Foran's last game.
Kieran Foran, he's been a great player for.
Man. What a player.
Great NRL player.
Yeah.
Been to a few clubs though. Had his downfall, but he came back.
Came back massively, man. Another player that I've just watched his whole career from 2010 onwards, and man, he's always been one of my favorites, man. Just in so tough, such a battler. He's a number 6, but he plays very, very much like a number 7, very organized, tough, gritty, great kicking game. And man, he's such a joy to watch, and I'm happy he went out on a high with the win, as he deserves.
Absolutely. And I mean, there's a bit of doubt about Tino though.
Oh, leaving to the Bears?
Potentially, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I mean, the Bears are going to have a lot of money to swing, and I think we talked about this. The success of the Dolphins really catapults the Perth Bears in a good position, right?
Absolutely.
Because the Dolphins, we hadn't had like a new franchise team in a while, so there was a bit of hesitancy around there. So it was hard for them to sign players. Even though they got Wayne Bennett as coach, who was a big coup. But I think now people have seen that the Dolphins have done well. I think there's more of an incentive to sign for the Perth Bears, especially if they throw the money that people are saying they're going to throw, like 1.2, 1.3 mil at like a Tino, or like I don't know, like any kind of halves, like. They have pool, they have motion there.
The thing is, like, one thing people said about the Titans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spending a lot of money on Tino was maybe not a good idea. And that kind of messed up, like...
I think another contract they need to look at is David Fafita.
I think he's gone.
Yeah, I think Rabbitohs are chasing him. He's not officially gone, but yeah, the Rabbitohs are chasing him.
It's just, yeah, I don't know. Titans recruitment's a bit odd. And also, the thing with the Titans... Been in the NRL since the mid-2000s.
Sounds 7, right? Yeah.
Hardly reached the finals. They've won, I think, one finals game in their history. I mean, there's money there, but...
What's the issue, right?
What is the issue, and how long will they stay in the league? If this continues, then question marks arise.
I can't see them getting folded or...
I mean, when they were the Gold Coast Chargers or whatever that was, they folded. Maybe that was a different scenario, but...
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure, but no, what you're saying is facts, right? They haven't had any success since their incorporation, so it's... I'm
not saying like the Warriors are doing the greatest at all, but...
The Warriors have done... Like they've made grand finals. Like,
they've made grand finals, they've... They had a really bad period, but I mean, Sam Tompkins signing. Oh man, and then signing. Who else did we sign? We can leave that for another day. But yeah.
No, it was have.
And they've got the fan base now. Yeah. They've actually turned things around since COVID.
Yeah, of course.
Which is good. But like, there's something there, right?
Yeah, of course.
But like with the Titans. I don't know. And also one Australian guy commented on the comment section. There's something with a lot of sporting projects like the AFL as well, other